Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Was
I'm
that
Jerem.
music? Was that me?
Go on. Luke, are you still there?
We're currently getting two audio recordings, and I'm hearing it twice. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not hearing it twice. So if you could vibe for a little bit, and I'll be right with you, Jeremiah.
Sure, I will do some introductions here. As I said, I'm Jeremiah. I'm here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, taking a trip around the park, just seeing what's going on this post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas day. Luke is in LPHQ East, and by East, I mean probably about 10 minutes away from me. So he is checking on the audio recording. If you are watching us vertically, great. If you're watching us horizontally, great. Yes, we have it both ways. So if you want to watch it either way, go for it. We film everything horizontally, but vertically, you can see the center portion of it. So it helps out with those of you who just look at your phone and don't want to seem conspicuous having your phones horizontally.
So Jeremiah, let me tell you how stupid I am.
Go.
I had the YouTube audio. I had the YouTube video up, and it started playing at the same time. So I was hearing you in our StreamYard in our backstage thing, and then I started hearing that, and I thought it was both coming from StreamYard. I got very confused, but
And
we're
it's
good
probably a
now.
bit of a delay, right?
Yeah, it's maybe like a 5 second delay, so I
Oh,
would just hear you again 5 seconds later.
well,
But
Bo thinks it was
yes,
funny too.
welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. Sorry about those technical difficulties from the get go. Hello to Fred Ramirez and hello from the Bronx.
Oh,
We're actually going to the other side of the country right now as we're taking a walk through Hollywood itself at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And we're here to check out the holiday festivities. Have we done a walk and talk from Hollywood Studios for the holidays yet this year?
I want to say that we have, but I enjoy these times where I can't remember what we've done and what we haven't done. That means that we are doing a lot. So
Yeah.
it's always a good thing to keep like, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you get notified every time we go live, which definitely happens quite a bit. Again, we're back to walk and talks on a weekly basis, pretty much. And then, of course, we have Disney Trivia Live, the ladies of LP hosting Barely Necessities, and anything else that may pop up from time to time.
Yeah, we had a morning show this morning, so
I never want to promote that because we never know when that's going to happen.
well, it happens sometimes. We'll say that. But yeah, we're taking a walk around Disney's Hollywood Studios for. There's someone very loud right next to Jeremiah right now. We're gonna head towards Echo Lake and check out some of my favorite Christmas decor. I think in all of Walt Disney World is the way they have the tree set up here in the middle of Echo Lake and the little Santa hat on Gertie. It's very wonderful.
No, the decorations that they stole from my grandparents' house 30 years ago. Wait, I'm sorry. Much more than 30 years ago. Oh, I'm old. But yeah, it's such a fun feel here. Like it of all the parks, I think this reminds me the most of Christmas, of my Christmases, because growing up, my grandparents had most of this tacky stuff for Christmas.
Yeah, I think I came to the realization. I think as far as like experiences in total, I think Epcot is the best park for the holidays. But as far as decorations exclusively go, I think Studios is the best.
Yeah.
Because there's just something everywhere you look. I mean, they've got these wonderful little ornaments in the lake itself. I know it's a little bit fuzzy at the moment on the screen, but you can just about make out how pretty it is.
I love that it's a little fun. Yeah, and at night it's beautiful with all these ornaments lit up and the tree. And especially now that it's getting darker so early.
reflection of the feet in the water itself. That just adds a whole lot to it. And I also like these vintage Rudolph and Santa uh, lamppost decor up there. I
Hmm.
think this is fun.
Oh, and plus the classic Christmas music.
Oh yeah, you absolutely can't go wrong with it.
No, we don't need new Christmas music. That's something that I definitely discovered over the past few years. Is you know we can keep Mariah frozen all year long now. She's made enough money off of one song to last her multiple lifetimes.
Yeah, most new Christmas music I'm not super into. I'm a big Sabrina Carpenter fan, and I really like her Christmas album, but um, your mileage may vary, of course.
But I feel like Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift, they appreciate the classic Christmas music, so they're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They're just trying
Yeah,
to add a new spoke to it. Wow, that was
yeah.
deep. Where the hell did that come from?
Speaking of Taylor Swift, there's a preview of a new docu series that's going to come to Disney Plus on Friday this week. The preview just went up, so you can check that out at laughingplace.com if that floats your boat.
So, since we're off on an early tangent about
Yeah,
Disney Plus, have you or did you watch last night the D23 Gold Theater preview for Percy Jackson and the Olympians?
I haven't seen season 1 of Percy Jackson and
Oh.
the Olympians.
See, I really enjoyed season one, and then yesterday, D23 for their gold members did a special gold theater where we got a preview, which I believe it started today. Um,
Yeah. Well, I think it's actually out today. The show itself.
yeah, and we got to see it last night early, and I have to say, was not overly impressed by it.
That's
I
unfortunate.
Yeah, to me it feels very. I mean, the first season, and I didn't read the books. I'm definitely not in the age range for those books, but it feels a very Harry Potter. And I know
Oh,
that it's
interesting.
hard not to do the comparison, but the first episode, I felt like was the third or fourth film where Harry Potter is just kind of looked at as, being the bad kid because nobody understands everything. But yeah, it just didn't hit me. I'm going to watch it because I feel like it has enough potential, and it is,
Hmm.
a worldwide phenomenon. But yeah, my 2 cents.
Fred Ramirez has no interest and would rather rewatch Home Alone.
I'm pretty sure this may give you a heart attack because you are definitely in the Home Alone re. I don't want to say Home Alone Returns, but the age where Home Alone became the Christmas film. I watched it once.
I've only seen it a couple of times, so it's not one of the biggest holiday films for me. And specifically, Fred Ramirez was referring to Taylor Swift and not Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
So that I guess that makes a little more sense. Speaking of Home Alone, we are going to be at a event later tonight to do with the fake pizzeria at the that was featured in the show Little Nero's Pizza. So yeah, that we'll have some coverage of that later on tonight.
Yeah, we are for a slower time. We are all over the place. I mean, I know next week we hit that point of okay, there's nothing going on because it's the week before Christmas,
Yeah.
but it definitely is busy right now. Here's our line for Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Darth Vader's over there now.
I walked by here earlier and there was no line, so I was like, "Oh, is Darth not showing up?" Nope, he is, and it's amazing how he always had a line when he was in launch bay, but
Hmm.
putting him out in the view of the guests draws the attention much more.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because you're walking by and you're like, "Oh, hey, there's Darth Vader. Let's take a look at Darth Vader."
I really want to eat at sci-fi. Let's go.
Now, Jeremiah, I know you're not much of an NFL fan, but or are you? I don't know. Are you
I
rooting
am
for a
not.
team? Yeah. Christian Sanchez is asking if you're rooting for any NFL team. I'm also have know next to nothing about football.
No, you know everything
So
about football, just nothing about
I know a
American
decent,
football.
yeah, I know a decent amount about football or soccer, but not so much about that. So
No,
this is the first year that Grand Avenue's kind of had a minimized Christmas. Are there? I think I hear Christmas music. It looks like there's a little bit of decorations.
yeah, the light poles have the decorations, and there is Christmas music. No, it's step up and listen to a speaker area. Nope, to me it sounds just like the Grand Avenue stuff.
Yeah.
Looking at Muppet Vision, it's interesting that it looks like they've gone in and cut off all the things that were there that was the Muppet Vision building. You can see, actually, hang on, let me do the fancy thing that I love doing now.
The Zoom.
So you can see that's where the banners and the sign used to be, and they've cut them off, and it looks like the rain has kind of hit where they cut it off, so there's just lots of rundown. So it's very interesting to look at, like, what we all know as Muppet Vision, but what these kids that are around here will know sometime as something for monsters,
Yeah.
looking like it is. One of the things that I did notice earlier, and I had to take a picture because we know it's not long for this world, the Pizza Rizzo sign is still there.
That is crazy to me that it's still up after all this time.
Yeah. And I was hearing work going on earlier back there. Can't really hear anything now. Oh, wait. Take that back. Hey, let me bring back that Zoom.
I was gonna say, I think I can hear some beeps, beeps, beeps.
Yeah, you can
Take a look at that Pizza Rizzo sign as well, just so everyone can get maybe one last glimpse
Yeah.
of the city's top rat pizza.
There's a guy on a forklift or on a arm lift doing some work on the side of the building. But yeah, there's Pizza Rizzo.
So I don't know if this is anything that's like been confirmed or more is just fan speculation, but are we thinking that Monsters or Cars opens first?
I'm guessing Monsters.
That's where my thought is going to, as they're building the new building for the coaster, but everything else is reusing what was there before, whereas Cars is a complete ground up build.
Yeah. No, I think a better comparison would be Monsters or Encanto, because Encanto has a little, like, they just went vertical last week, or was that earlier? No, last week.
Last week, yeah.
Where Monsters, if you check social medias, and we have no affiliation with this person, but he always has the coolest photos that we all geek out about. Bio Reconstruct flies over the parks and takes pictures aerially. That doesn't
aerial. He takes aerial pictures.
Thank you. Yes, that sounds much better. Of the locations, and you can see that the Monsters coaster, or door coaster as we all call it, the spot is cleared, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of work that happened to it.
Yeah, I've heard theories that the coaster might be built first, and then the building will be built around it, unlike Guardians, which was done the other way around.
Yeah, I feel, because that's the same thing that happened with Rock and Roller Coaster. The coaster was built, and they built the building around it.
Yeah,
and it was something like, a state-of-the-art door coaster. I don't feel like that's one where they can just go, hey, let's build a building and it'll all work out.
Yeah, but they did that for Guardians, and it did.
Yeah.
And that was kind of state-of-the-art, too, so
yeah.
Who knows? But now we are in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, where they're celebrating Life Day still kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you have anything you want us to check out while we're in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, please let us know. We'll be continuing through the park to check out some of the holiday decor elsewhere, such as Toy Story Land and Sunset Boulevard. I can't quite see what that says wait time wise.
Yeah,
What are we at?
we're at a 40. Earlier it was a
Ooh.
35, and Tower of Terror was a 30. Because, as I always say, come to the parks on party days. Tonight is a Jollywood night, or if you're at Magic Kingdom, go there when that evening is a Mickey's Very Merry, or even the Mickey's Not So Scary. Because guests don't come into the park that day because they usually save their day ticket for something else, and they'll come in when the park opens for the guests for the party, which at Magic Kingdom is 4 o'clock, and here I want to say it's 5 o'clock. Can't
Oh
remember the
wow.
exact time. Yeah, because the park doesn't close until 7, so you get a couple hours in early, and then you can enjoy the party for the rest of the night. I know when
I
I
mean,
did the Jollywood nights, I was waiting in line for Chewbacca.
you still have pretty decent hours for Hollywood Studios today on a Jollywood Nights day.
Yeah,
It's 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is not bad.
yeah. And like I was saying, the crowds aren't that horrible right now for this time of the year. I was in Magic Kingdom yesterday, and it was pretty busy, even though that was a party night. But
Yeah.
it can vary from park to park. But yeah, I always think that it's better to come into the park on the day of the party or the next day after the party, because that's usually the guest won't come in the next day. So everybody that's here on holiday has done it the night before for the party.
Yeah, looks like right now in Hollywood Studios, the longest line is Slinky Dog Dash with a 45-minute wait.
Which for Slinky Dog Dash, not a bad wait.
Not bad at all, yeah. So, got a Christmas question for you from Fred Ramirez. If you haven't seen Home Alone, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I feel like anybody that knows me knows this answer, or can at least guess what the answer is. I feel like you should be able to guess.
Is it is it a Christmas story?
It is a Christmas story.
Okay, I'm glad I got that right. Wow.
Yeah.
Mine is The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Muppet Christmas Carol is one of the best Christmas Carol adaptions. The music is amazing.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like the availability of A Christmas Story every year since I was a little kid, watching it on that Christmas Eve, just the best. But yes, about the Christmas Carol is beautiful. I love, especially around this time of the year, because it starts to get more and more love each time.
Oh yeah. I love. We seem to be in a Muppet Christmas Carol kind of renaissance,
Yes.
and I think that should continue for a long, long time to come.
No, I absolutely agree. I love that about every other uh, thing that pops up on my Instagram right now seems to be about the Muppets Christmas Carol and Michael Caine loving it. And just him
It's
talking about it is
Michael
always
Caine in a
great.
Christmas film, and it's Michael Caine in a Christmas film, and it's Christmas with Michael Caine. So what's going on here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? What are these folks in line for?
They are in line for a photo pass. I believe it is the big zoom photo pass from the other side. So we're doing the
Okay.
ramp just to walk down and see, you know, these areas that nobody ever really pays attention to. Just
I always forget about this ramp because I usually don't have a reason to use it, and yeah, it's well done for a ramp.
yeah, for just something that is absolutely basic. Yeah, I'd love to know where this door goes to.
Is that the
I've never.
exit? I think that might be the exit of Millennium Falcon.
Well, down there's the main exit, so this could be an emergency exit.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've ever seen anybody come out that door. I will say,
it's an emergency exit.
This covering right here, I've seen people huddle in the rainstorms underneath, and it doesn't work out very well.
Yeah, you have many better options very close by, like the covered area by Ronto Roasters.
Yes.
Or underneath that bridge.
Or just go into Docking Bay and have a nice lunch for either hour rainstorm or the all day rainstorm.
Moving back to A Christmas Story, do you have a favorite scene in the film?
Ah, fudge. Didn't even have to think about that one. Yeah, that scene, because that was very much my grandfather. It's like, wait, I can change this tire, I can do this, and then me helping him out is one of the most stressful things I ever did in my life.
Now, this is somewhat of a loaded question, but what is your favorite ride at Disney World?
Um, I'll let you go first.
I didn't want you to say that. Um, it's really tough. Um, so I will give you my favorite ride at each park because I don't.
Chicken.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think my favorite ride at Magic Kingdom is the People
Oh,
Mover.
hang on. Vi is on the move. Go, Vi.
Oh,
Go, go. Some
so
bucket heads are
quickly, you
looking for
blink
her.
and you'll miss her. I'm going to say People Mover for Magic Kingdom, Test Track for Epcot, because I really love the new version. Hollywood Studios, maybe Mickey and Minnie's, maybe Rise, and Flight of Passage for Animal Kingdom.
Wow. Absolutely none of ours match.
Oh, wow.
If I had to choose one overall for the entire Walt Disney World, Tower of Terror. That is
Okay.
the epitome of a classic Disney attraction. I know it's a thrill and it doesn't accommodate all ages, but it is still, from start to finish, just one of the best themed attractions there is. I love Rise. Rise pushed the limit, but Tower is still just, I can get on that at any time and just love it to death.
You
Um,
wanna you wanna know something controversial about my thoughts on Tower of Terror?
yes.
I think Disney World's is the second weakest.
What's wrong with you? Who dropped you on your head?
I the show scene is excellent, but the actual dropping part of the ride is very underwhelming in comparison to Guardians and the Paris version.
Well, they're just the same thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
better.
See, and I can understand your opinion. I love the drop sequence here because it is, you know, it is random, where, yes, Tower and Guardians are both random, but it's still just a little bit different.
Before you continue on, I'm just going to say hi to Nina, who's saying hello to us. So,
Hi,
hello from
Nina.
us to you.
See, just look at this shot. Like, it is a
Oh
beautiful
yeah,
day.
yeah. The sky looks lovely. How's the? It feels a little cool in my house, so I'm guessing it's cool outside too.
It was cool. It's warmed up a little bit. Like, I was going to wear a sweatshirt earlier, and I'm glad that I didn't. But also, walking around the parks kind of does that. But it's like low 70s, I guess, right now.
Okay, not too bad.
Okay,
Um,
for the other parks, hang on, I got to finish that before
yeah,
my
yeah.
brain changes. Magic Kingdom, I'll go Mansion. Like, Mansion is,
Good answer.
yeah. I wish that we could combine Disneyland and Walt Disney World's Mansion.
I
Keep the
want the new
outside.
bride, and I
Yeah.
want the Hatbox Ghost moved elsewhere.
Yes. This is my biggest surprise for you. I thought that you would have chosen this, as, yes, I'm pigeonholing you because of your age, but I love Living with the Land, and I thought you would have chosen that.
It's up there for sure. Especially last night, I rode Living with the Land, and of course, right now it's Glimmering Greenhouses, which takes a brilliant attraction, a fun attraction that everyone loves these days, and makes it even better.
Yes. No, that was one of those ones that I can remember the first year that they did that. They didn't even tell us at the media event that it was happening. Like we were just doing a normal media event, and in the evening I went over to ride Living with Land, and all of a sudden there were lights and everything. So, yeah, that's and then I I will say this now because this will probably be the one of the last times I will ever say this, but Animal Kingdom was dinosaur because it was the
Yeah,
closest to Indy that we would ever get out here until sometime in the future.
controversial opinion number 2. I like Dinosaur more than Indy.
Well, you're wrong.
Nope, I'm right.
So
Now,
here, go
Kyle
ahead.
is old enough to remember when both of us would not ride Tower of Terror, and now Kyle is Tower of Terror is one of those rides he will ride, but there are a lot he won't, and it very much surprises me that Tower is one that he does.
But yes, if we're talking Disneyland, Guardians Mission Breakout, it's just such an amazing attraction. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
is one of those like how they turned. Well, again, Tower out here is my favorite attraction. Tower in California was never a favorite because it was just, and I will say this, a poor imitation.
yeah,
And then they turned it into Guardians, which blows it all away because you have so much fun. And they finally turned on the random programming and it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians is very fun, and I really like the way they updated Tower at Disneyland Paris
Yes.
to include that creepy little girl. They have like really fun randomized show sequences and that sort of thing now, so it's
Yeah.
a lot more fun.
It would be fun if they brought her into the tower here.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
agree.
not, I mean, they have problems because we don't have the mirror sequence, but, have her some type of hologram when you're going into the fifth dimension, doing that beckoning of follow me.
Yeah,
Okay, but back to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
yeah. What are we staring at?
We are staring at the popcorn and snacks box.
Books,
I don't know. That
books.
I would guess will be open next week because it
Yeah,
looks like it's
looks pretty
ready.
close.
And I see a menu sign. And
I would
since I
like them
am,
to paint the right side there on the. I would hope they'd be doing that because it looks a little weird otherwise.
there is
but-
nothing on that menu sign. And that's just
But
me being tall, not going over the bushes.
definitely good to finally have another thing to place to get food here because
Yeah.
Woody's Lunchbox is always busy. And I still haven't been to Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. I really want to, but I
Yeah.
haven't had the chance to go there yet.
I was walking by there thinking that I haven't done that in so long. And it's really good. But it is one of
Yeah.
the it's a expensive location,
For sure.
but it is very good. And if you like the old barbecue they used to have out at Fort Wilderness Campground, that is almost the exact same with the sausage and chicken and everything. But it's one of those like it's a good get together place. It's not a you and one other person.
I love the ham sugar cookie.
Yes. No, that is one of those. They need to make that next year to sell out here.
Right?
I love the
Or-
Gertie, but
Yeah,
add that
like
to it.
like the actual cookie to buy.
yes,
Or even I would take like an ornament version of that too. I think that would be fun.
yeah, and it's not like he's copywritten by anybody. It's Disney owned, so
Yeah.
I still want them to turn the entrance box here, since this line never seems to get into this queue, into a meet and greet inside.
Yeah, no, that could be fun. But then they'd have to rework the whole queue again.
Yeah. Come on, the fourth or fifth time, it's no problem. It's funny. I go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, for those of you who don't remember, the entrance to Toy Story Midway Mania, back when it was called Midway Mania, used to be on the other side of the building in what is now Pixar Park, Pixar Place, Pixar Avenue,
Pixar,
Elisaberg.
yes, Pixar cul-de-sac. There we go. Yes,
It rolls right off the tongue.
I can remember, when it originally opened, I was looking through pictures and I was just laughing at how many times it's changed. And, it went from that entrance to having to reconfigure. Look, here's Woody and Jesse and their Christmas best.
Ah, fun. I love that vest on him. That's really
Yeah.
fun.
They had to reconfigure it when they put in the third track and then they flipped it over to the other side. It's just the amount of planning that has gone into that queue. It's just amazing. And I swear, I was lucky enough to be a cast member at Disneyland when Midway Mania was first being put into DCA. So I would go on my lunch break and do testing for an hour and walk back to my office and couldn't move my arm for 20 minutes. So it's one of those rides, like, it is great, but I don't need to do it unless I'm here with people that are like, I really want to do it just because of the fact I've done it so many times. But the queue is just so much fun, especially here. Born in California, it's cute. I love that they finally fixed it so everybody could see Potato Head. But I don't think either one is one that I will stop and go, hold on, I have to ride this. Unless
if
all
it's
of
a
sudden
short enough line, I will do that.
or if they,
I
went through and
enjoy it.
updated it again, which they haven't done since Toy Story 3.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Because I can remember that was built into the budget of the Toy Story film. This is one of those times where we need Tony because I'm sure he could have told us the full history of it. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things of like, I love it. It's a great attraction. I know people who have to do it every time. So it's still fun.
For these movies still in theaters? Well, I mean, Zootopia definitely is. I'm not sure about Tron.
I
But
think it's still showing at Disney Springs like twice a day.
yeah. So we should be nearing. I know it's coming out on home video soon. So
Yes.
soon we should be nearing the Disney Plus release date for it.
Yes, which I'm surprised they haven't announced that as a pre-Christmas, but
One of my favorite holiday elements this year for Hollywood Studios is a collection of holiday artifacts and props and memorabilia inside Walt Disney Presents, and they also are showing 3 classic animated shorts as well inside.
yes. No, I can remember back in the day when they would do the Halloween and Christmas parties, and they would show in Mickey's Phil, they would just show different shorts.
Yes, I think they still do that. Do they still do that in PhilharMagic? They show Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod section.
I don't think so anymore, which is sad because you may have. I haven't walked in there in a while, but just showing the shorts, that's how you keep these alive. You let people see them again and again. But yes, I walked in there and paid attention to the Muppet Christmas Carol costumes again, and the Noel. And
yes, Fred Ramirez, they are showing classic Disney cartoons in there. The Art of Skiing, Pluto's Christmas Tree, and On Ice.
Yes. Which
and
I think...
going to a different question. Tron, the latest Tron movie, Tron Ares, is already out. It came out in October. So we should be expecting it a Disney Plus release for it probably sometime early 2026.
Yeah. So this is the queue from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No. The other day I saw it and it was all the way back up out of the queue. And I was just in awe of it. But
that usually moves pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
as long as Lightning Lane isn't too backed up. And yes, Fred Ramirez's Art of Skiing is a goofy cartoon.
Yes. One of the goofy how-tos. And
Yeah.
there's Bert and Mr. Penguin.
Where's Mary Poppins?
It's weird, their sets. Like, it used to be, when it first started, it was Bert, Mary Poppins, and Mr. Penguin. And now it's just, I've seen only Mr. Penguin. I've seen only Bert, which only Bert is funny because people are like, who is that?
Oh, yeah. Only Penguin is also funny because that's kind of an obscure character by himself.
So the animation courtyard, which is getting a full transformation. You can see a backhoe in there is destroying some of the concrete near the Disney Junior Playhouse dance party entrance. Not a lot has been done to the buildings. They've removed the entrance canopy for launch bay.
I assume you have to go down the ramp to get to Little Mermaid.
Yes.
And then double back.
Yeah, it is a dead end down there. Just like when you go see the shorts at Walt Disney Presents, you enter and exit the same inside the actual building. You don't go out through the back door because it's front.
I love these little Christmas trees on the lampposts. I think they're really cool.
And then, of course, we have
these devilish-looking children.
Yeah, scary. Like, scary.
Yeah.
But they're super cute. I love that, we have these types of things. Also, we still have most of the 50th statues are still out. But I can't think of any that has been removed.
Yeah, I think that the only one that might not be there anymore is the Abu one on the Adventureland sign.
I actually just looked for that, and he is back there. When they redid it, they took him down, but he is back on there. So,
all right, well then he's there. I think they're all there. I believe.
Yeah.
And we got some more. This time, little peppermint girls, I guess, something like that.
Sure.
We'll go with that. Little peppermint girls.
And I'm sure that these were originally that big and sold to our grandparents in kitchens.
Yeah.
And now they've made them massive.
Yeah, they're really fun. It's just such a unexpected kind of way to decorate the area, but it fits right in with Hollywood Studios.
Which I'm very happy that they've kept the cheesiness still. Like, they could definitely change it and make it more modern, but they're still embracing the Hollywood that never was, but always
will be. And speaking of the Hollywood that never was and always will be, we are making our way down Sunset Boulevard, which is also decorated quite lovely for the holidays with some stars and tinsel everywhere you look, and the tinsel is appropriate for Tinsel Town.
Yes, and these are classic Hollywood decorations. I actually had a conversation with one of my friends because I sent a picture of Hollywood Boulevard, and he goes, "Wasn't that what they had real Hollywood Boulevard decorations up?" And I was over here, and I'm like, "No, they have them on Sunset." And he's like, "I'm glad you knew exactly what I was talking about," because these stars, as somebody who grew up in California and would often go to Hollywood Boulevard in my teenage years for really no reason other than the El Capitan, these stars are Hollywood Boulevard to me.
Yeah. No, it fits perfect with the classic Christmas music playing too. It's quite wonderful.
Now if they could just play Dominic Christmas Donkey, that's.
I think they play I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
They do, and they have Dominic on there, but I haven't heard it during the day. Only at Jollywood. But yes, gotcha. Hippopotamus is on there, and those are two of my favorites. Are I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas and Dominic the Christmas Donkey.
Exactly. That was one I didn't hear until I was probably like a teenager or something, because that is not a big Christmas song in England.
I am pretty sure the first time I ever heard it was at the Adventurers Club on Pleasure Island, because they
Oh
would do
wow,
that during their Christmas show. And I can
that
remember
feels so
laughing
right.
so hard.
Yeah, that feels very appropriate for the Adventurers Club.
And for those of you who don't know what the Adventures Club is, I'm sad for you. And go on YouTube and look up Adventures Club videos. I know if you happen to stumble upon a certain YouTube channel that sounds a lot like Jeremiah Good, has quite a few of those videos on there from my old digital camera that looks horrible, but at least I got video of it.
Hey, it's something.
Yeah.
And
It's
we're
also
making
strange, even though they've been doing the I can't think of the name of it, where they do the projections on the tower. They only do it during,
Sunset Seasons Greetings.
yes, they do it during the Jollywood night. But remember when this screen and they put up the other screen used to have like interactive things with it, and they stopped
Mm-hmm.
doing that for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like that part was maybe slightly unnecessary, so I
Yeah,
get it. Kyle says
sorry.
donkeys on Pleasure Island. Almost there.
15 minutes for Tower Terror.
Ooh,
15
that is
minutes.
wonderful.
Yeah. Let's head into the soon to be closed, as we found out, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yes, this seems like a good place to end our tour, because I think we've just about covered everything after this.
Yeah. Yeah, we just learned that Rock and Roller Coaster will be closing in spring of next year and to reopen shortly thereafter in summer with the Muppets of
Yeah,
Rock
so
and Roller
it
Coaster.
sounds like it's going to be a relatively quick turnaround, so I don't think there will be too many noticeable differences on the ride itself. But they are starting work on the pre-show already,
Yeah.
with the Aerosmith pre-show area wall off. So that part of Rock and Roller Coaster is no more.
Yep. You cannot find out about your backstage tour. And really cuts off the entire story. But still,
Yeah,
most people just want the ride anyway.
yeah. No one's gonna know. What we got over? Is that for Jollywood Nights? Those
It is.
lighting things.
This is where they do the celebration. The uh, I can't think of the name of it, but the holiday celebrations for Feliz Navidad. We'll just go with that.
Apparently, someone who is watching us just passed you, Mr. Master 767. And I'm sorry I had to say 67. Just passed you. They were wearing the lanyard in green.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Did you happen to see, so I can just finish this off and never talk about this again, what In and Out is supposedly did?
Yes, I did.
That is an excellent choice. Those of you who don't know, that the annoying, I don't even want to call it a
Trend of the youths.
Yes, that sends people into convulsions with two numbers that are back to back. In and Out has removed that number from their numbers, so it goes 66, which I think is a much better number and kind of fits. If only those people were Jedi, right into 68 to stop the. And I was at it and out at one point when that happened, and there were lots of people on waiting for their winter formal. And when that happened, watching them go into convulsions really made me want to toss my double.
Yeah, and that's about the only thing that would make me want to throw it away.
Yeah.
Because In and Out is delicious.
And in Tennessee, as of today, congratulations, In and Out. Now, if we could just keep moving a little further east,
It's slowly making its way. It's taking its time, but it's getting there.
Rock and Roller Coaster only has a 30-minute wait right now, which
That
I
is
did this
pretty good for Rock and Roller Coaster.
the other day. What's strange is since they don't have the pre-show, You would think that you would just kind of flow freely through there. Nope. They hold you, and then they open the doors,
Yeah.
and then you rush in. I respect that. But hey, as long as we get our Muppets soon, that's what matters the most.
And we will be getting our Muppets very soon, less than a year, much less than a year. So I'm excited to see that.
And on that note, folks, we say adios.
Yes, that's going to be it for us today. Thank you for following along with us here on our walk and talk of Disney's Hollywood Studios. Be sure to follow along at laughingplace.com and on our social media for continuing coverage from all of the worlds of Disney. We would also like to, as always, thank our travel partners over at Mouse Fan Travel. Who can help you out with any of your Disney travel needs, whether you be visiting Walt Disney World, Disneyland, or the Disney Cruise Line. They are here to help you out.
Yes, definitely head over there. They take care of everything for you, as Luke and I can both attribute to. They've helped us out with some Paris trips, and we don't have much to worry about.
And Fred Ramirez says, see you soon. So we too will say see you soon as we wrap this up. Thanks for following with us and have a wonderful day, everyone.
Bye-bye.